Hi, I'm DM Fitzgerald. I'm the creator of the Mper adventure. I'd like to thank all of you that have liked and subscribed to give us a boost. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please consider it. We could definitely use the help to the site. And now, let's roll the tape.
When last we left our intrepid adventurers, the party is on the way to the elvish kingdom of Alwyn. There, they will present a treaty to the elves. They're also hoping for a place that can slow the effects of the cursed dragon metal on their friend Scala. They found an abandoned village with traces of Sheesh, also known as orcs. Garu, the only elf in the party, has found something. He runs back to the party to show them what it is. The elf drops a partially burned wooden placard into the circle. It doesn't look like much, a burned board, but the elf is smiling and gesturing towards it. Morgan humors the elf and asks him, "What is it?" Garu says that the board contains elvish words, and that shows they're probably close to the elvish lands. This village had elf friends in it. Under his breath, Mercy whispers, "A lot of good that did them." The rest of the party decides to travel closer to the river. Arriving at the river, it's a good bow shot wide, and it looks pretty deep. It would definitely be a barrier to any army. Unfortunately, the only army they're trying to run away from is on the same side of the river as they are. They find strange footprints that none of them can identify. Later on, they decide to set up a camp back from the river in a defensible area and get some rest. The next day is mostly uneventful. Morgan is quiet and Marcus comes over to talk to her. He asks her if she's all right. She nods and tells him that she realizes that she's been pretty hard on him. She understands that it's a heavy weight to carry being her prime paladin and her son-in-law. Marcus laughs it off, but she holds him to task. She says she'd like to apologize for any hurtful remarks she's made in the past. He asks her, where's this all coming from? She goes to answer, but suddenly there's a yelling up ahead, and when they catch up with Mercy and Garu, the two are pointing into the river. They point and there's an island in the middle of the river. There are multiple stakes and gibbets have been erected, as well as 100 bodies hanging from each one of them. Mercy bites back what he wants to say, but Garu says it for him. Elf friends. Finn, oblivious to the elf's pain, comments that there are dead carrion birds also on the island. Garu says that they should take care of the bodies and begins to walk to the water. Brock follows his friend, but each is grabbed by Marcus and Mercy. Mercy points out that the smaller islands near the larger island with the dead bodies on it is kind of suspicious. Mercy says it's a trap, and Marcus concurs. Morgan holds her palm up towards the bodies and makes the sign of the goddess Chaldasea. She says that she agrees with Marcus and Mercy. They're not going to the island. They need to move on. Slowly, they withdraw from the river and move further north, tracking it. They come across some more tracks, and none of those can be identified, and later they see a sheesh encampment. They hide quickly and then stealthily move towards it. They notice that it's empty and abandoned. Marcus mentions that there are no sheesh markers here. That's the usual totems that are made from excrement and leaves and bark and branches. Maybe these sheesh were running away from the army. Not sure. The party moves past it. A few hours later, they find what looks like the sheesh from the encampment. They're all dead, and in most cases, the nearby trees seem to be absorbing them. Then they see in the distance a figure stands on a rock. The creature, it might be a woman with huge antlers. It turns to run, and Garu reacts quickly, throwing a spell that summons the spirits of nature as a net. The spell snaps back at him almost before he can throw it. The trees around him groan, and they can hear suddenly something crashing through the forest, heading in their direction.